Hello, my jellyfighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 2nd of August, 2026. So I was talking about Wordle, why it's a bad game. This was not my intent to do multiple things on Wordle. I just wanted to do one really quick thing. But of course, that meant I died right away by being bashed by an ogre. Um, let's see. Why do I think Wordle is a bad game? Well, first we have to define what Wordle is. Wordle is a word game. That word game gives you information about where things are, right? You make guesses about the letters of a word. So you know there's a 5-letter word. You have six guesses. Every time you make a guess, the computer tells you which ones you got right and which ones you got right and which ones you kind of almost got right. So if you had got the letter right, it'll put a little green box on that letter telling you that this box you guessed right. This letter is in this box. So you didn't guess right, I guess, but your guess is similar enough to the actual secret word that Brave Potion was on this level. Okay, let's see. Let's try some of these. F, strength, L, life, wrong order, K, detect magic, H, telepathy. All right, DC. So levitation would let me just walk up and hit the trigger and then move on. So we have magical banded mail and magical mace. Guardian Charm, Staff of Discord, Wand of Teleportation, Wand of Plenty. So it's a pretty good Guardian Charm. That's okay. Probably one of these two would be best. I'm going to play them with the mace, kill a bunch of stuff with it, see if it's cool. Monkey, 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 bad. Staff. Bad staff just means it's good for your allies. So you actually get a lot of information. And you might recognize the game loop, right? What is the game loop? The game loop is very close to an old game we called Mastermind, right? So Mastermind was a game where you had these colored little dots that you were guessing. I guess they're not dots, they're little pips, little playing pieces. And you'd guess those playing pieces. What colors they were down. Now, I'm trying to think, was it 5 or 6 of them in a row and 10 down? So I think there were more guesses down um, with a similar number of guesses. Fewer tokens, right? So for a word, you have 26 tokens. But, and I think you only had 6 colors for Mastermind. But we're not going to play with the eel. Do not play with the eels. Even when you're trying to use test something. Well, I'm going to see if those 120 things show up down. I've never actually looked at that. Conclusions. How have I done on my mace? 3 more. Okay, we're keeping the mace. Let's see. Burgundy potion N. Can't equip that. Speed. All right. So Wordle is the same game loop basically as okay. Since oop, I identified it for me with the enchantings. That's not normal. That has happened in the past, but I'm not sure when that started. Mace of Multiplicity. So when I hit things, it's going to make more little maces that hit things. So this is a very good mace. Um, I don't know how good that banded mail was, so you might take it if you wanted to. You can check it out on your own. Um, okay, so mm, so Wordle has that same gameplay loop. Um, so I am going to say that Wordle is a much easier game than Mastermind, and it feels less it feels less of an accomplishment to win it, right? The puzzle nature of Mastermind was very strong, and oops, I should not have done that. I'm on depth 5. Need to spend a little bit more attention unless I get something good. Um, Part of the reason is just because that's how I feel, right? When I play the game, I really dislike it. The better I do, usually the worse I feel about the game, having played the game, my performance in the game. Usually, if I get something at 2 or 3, let alone 1, right, it just feels like luck, right? It feels like there are way too many options it could have still been, and um, so forth. Okay, got 2 potions of detect magic. I've got lots of potions. How many potions do I have? Got 2 more items. I am going to use that. This does not look good. I would prefer it to be a different thing, but ooh, those are all bad potions. I'm going to have to find. See, that's not a good one. I, there's a good group. There's a group over there, but they're holding probably a monkey prisoner. Oh no, it's depth 6, probably a goblin conjure. There it is, a goblin conjure. But I need groups of things or big things to start throwing some of these potions at? +1 health charm, not amazing. What does my F say? Get that up once, and I will get. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so this is exactly what I want. Let us. I don't see anything to worry about. So let's try some of these ones where I've got multiples. We're just going to sneak around. I don't think there's a secret door around here, but I've got all that grabbed. Where'd George go? The jackals just keep running around, not noticing that they lost their friends. Um, so what are some of the differences though, between? Let's not upset that ogre yet. Let's see if we can. There's another ogre. We don't have. This is too full for the key. I'm going to zap K. Healing, very good. R is enchanting F. Okay. Actually, I have lots of these. Speed, enchanting, another thing. So let's throw Q. Let's throw N. Okay, let's let that thing do its thing. Let's throw J. Let's throw L. Does it token? I got too much crap running around here, so I am randomly throwing potions. Okay. Firebolt and blinking. Very, not a good firebolt, but a very good blinking. Like Q. See, I don't want to use the firebolt against that acid mound because I don't want to burn up that. Is the secret door right here? No, the secret door can't be there. My dude found it, but he didn't show me. Oops. There's the exit. There's another one. Another one? Hmm. There's no. There is. Saying, I know that dude found one. Found a way over from this direction. Where can that other one be? No. Full of stuff again. Okay. IG, identify. So I've got all these stabs. So I can give all those stabs. Okay. What else? P. Uh, did I look in here? Let's try these other guys. E. Mapping. Okay. Oh, there's a secret door in here with a bunch of nasties. So these guys could definitely use a caustic gas, right? Okay, and is that up? Run that up. Two more blinking and lightning. Okay, I do not need two blinkings. Lightning does have some things it does differently. So, um, okay, H, negation. Okay, good. And E, move curse. The plate mail is not cursed. I don't have any. I'm no in no place to use that plate mail. That plate mail is not cursed. So, um, strong chance of bad scrolls. About 27%. I have neither identify, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did not see that 120 gold, right? So we are looking for that 120 gold. Some ogre found that dude. There's a broadsword up there. Probably do not need. The ogre doesn't care about me. I don't care about it. Okay, well, O, apply. E, protect armor. Okay, not great, but we'll do apply. I, sanctuary. Oh, very nice. Remove F. Put there. Lost my dude, and now I have one of them. Strength. Plate armor is not great. The broadsword is good, but broadswords don't really get cool things like multiplicity. So even though it gives you a lot of damage, it's probably better. Let me go for it. Okay, so we V, call V the ogre's bedtime story drop. V, apply. Shattering. Okay, apply. Oh, invisibility. Apply. Anything else to apply? Not really. Yeah. All right. Okay, so Whirl is like Mastermind, but it's easier. Now we've got we've got a couple of reasons why it's easier. One, as I recall, for Mastermind, this may not be correct. What I remember from playing Mastermind a long, long time ago, when I was very, very young, is that you only told them how many you got in the right place, not which ones were in the right place. And two, any token could be anywhere, right? Whereas in Wordle, you have to make out the word. So it's easier on two fronts. It's more difficult on that one front, which is there are 26 tokens, but that's completely balanced out by words. So because there are words, you can have different strategies. For example, there are 5 vowels, right? And so you can make your strategies based on vowelage, right? So, um, and things like that. So that significantly simplifies Wordle. And you can see it's simpler because there are only 6 guesses, right? So we're already saying that. On top of that, the purpose of Wordle is not to be a good game, but it's to make you feel good enough. It should be hard enough that you feel like you're doing something, but easy enough that you always come back. Why do you want to come back? Why do they want you to come back? Because the Times, New York Times, wants you to subscribe to the Times, and this is their advertisement, right? This is how they got you. This is how they actually sell the newspaper, right? Because people stopped trusting them. People stopped trusting. Okay, are we going to try it or not? Scale mail. It's bad. We tried it and it was wrong. We were bad. Um, we don't know how bad it is. What other things do we have? So now if I use I got 2 descents. So picking up another descent is not super important. Um, so um, that's fine, but this sort of makes Wordle a worse game. Why would it make Wordle a worse game? Well, for one thing, Wordle uh, Drive a Life, I do. I also have a blinking. A lavender potion. Now, what could it be? A lavender potion? Oh me, oh me. Um, Scale Mail hasn't annoyed me yet. Um, okay, got a T2 FY Silty T2F. That was not the dagger I tossed. So, all right, well, there we go. Good. Magic mapping, invisibility. Yeah, we want to go get some of those. I'm going to use that mapping on the next level right away. Oops. Section. Okay. Not what we're looking for. No need for trolls. -2 scale mails. It's not great. Sanctuary. Where's my sanctuary? I saw sanctuary. Okay. And fly. The fire molt. Take the zombie a long time to run up. It's burned up. Yes. Okay. Do 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 do. And that is replenished. This was that crap. Okay, how do I get around here? I don't really want that protection. Shit. Oh no. That guy is protected. Scale mail is not protected. 50% chance for bad. No, it's not 50%. It's actually closer to 1/3 because I've found one bad score. So a single detect magic potion will do a whole lot of good. Do you want a sanctuary again? Okay, and then we can firebolt and lightning. And what else can we do to this bastard? And then we'll incinerate. Guess we'll just keep tossing things at the burning troll until we're out of things to toss at the burning troll. Okay. Oh, sorry, major +9. Mace of multiplicity, very good. Scale mail, still bad. So we've left that enchanting. We don't want to use that enchanting, but we have to be willing to use that enchanting to get rid of that thing, that scale mail. Now I see the pressure plate. Okay, so what's the problem with Wordle as a game? Well, basically, it's the better I do, the worse I feel about the game. But so basically, if I get the answer in one or two, then or two or three even, um, I feel like I was lucky. If I get the answer in four or five, I both feel like um, I was lucky, or I both feel like I solved the puzzle, but I also feel like I was sort of well under the level I should have been when I solved the puzzle. I don't know if that makes any sense. It feels like it's a long way. Three is really the one that makes you feel like if I was playing this game right, I should be able to get them all in three, right? But when you're actually playing it, if you get something in three, it always feels like a guess, right? Because you want to be better than average, and you're going to say that average is four, three or four, right? So you want to be there at three, but it's only at four or five that you actually feel like you're doing well at the game, right? So this is a fairly annoying situation. Okay, so I have a protect armor, so I can do that, and then I can equip my other armor D, and I can get rid of the -1 scale mail, which is actually -2 scale mail here, and then I can use that um, enchanting again on F. Now I'm feeling like I should not have gotten rid of that thing. I really need a roll buddies would be great. Do I have? No. I did have a fire immunity. I could have saved myself. Oh, I kept being paralyzed. Then the guy would hit me and I'd get paralyzed again and stuff. Oh, no, crap. Ouch. That is a way to die. Anyways, Wordle, bad game, right? I do it all the time. The only real score that matters is your streak, and during the summer when things are light for me, I can do a streak. But in my really really busy semester, in the spring semester, at least once a week I'll forget to work the game. Probably twice a week I'll forget to work the game because I have just so much stuff to do on some days that I don't, even when I'm eating my lunch at my desk, right? I'm sitting there eating my lunch at my desk. I'm still doing stuff and I don't have time to look at some place where I can play Wordle. So, the end, that is why we consider Wordle a bad game. Unlike Brogue, which is an amazing game. Bye now.